Hello, humans. How are you doing tonight? My name is Domingu Viale, and I'm here with my best friends and my mate Zara. Say hello, Zara. Oh, I love you. Mwah. I love you so much. Yes, yes. Zara and I are getting along swimmingly. We did swim together. So, how are you doing? How is my lovely chat doing? Hello, Mr. Badwolf. I see you. I see you, sir. How are you doing? I watched your Remnant 2 stream on Sunday. It was fantastic. I need to get that game. So, I will tell you this. I am a grumpy Diyavade tonight. Do you want to know why I am grumpy? That goddamn WWE. I'm so mad, ladies and gentlemen. I am so fucking mad. Big Barrel Belly, how are you doing? I was just expressing, Grade A Gamers, good to see you. Yes, goddamn WWE. Oh, that goddamn SummerSlam pay-per-view. Okay, here's the caveat. It was a great pay-per-view. There was some absolutely fantastic matches. Logan Paul versus Ricochet was amazing. Logan Paul, does not have, how do I phrase this? He is a professional wrestler, but he just fucking started. He is at a level for a rookie that very few, it is mind blowing. They have done a fantastic job training him. And you can see he has put in the work. And I actually have respect for Logan Paul in this area of professional wrestling because he put on a fantastic match with a wrestling veteran, Ricochet. And that's how you do it, my friends. If you have a rookie, what you want to do, and you have a big match for that rookie, you pair him with a veteran. And you'll almost all the time you will get a great match out of that rookie. That was a really good match. I was very happy to see LA Knight win the Battle Royal. I think LA Knight is on the upswing, and I hope that he keeps this momentum going. The women's match was strange. The Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler. It was an MMA rules match, and if you've ever watched MMA, it was blatantly obvious that they were not hitting each other hard or trying to actually submit each other or hurt each other. It was an interesting concept that I do not think really came together. It is what it is. I think it was just strange, and I do not think it worked all the way. And then of course the other women's match for the WWE Women's Championship. The triple threat. It was Asuka, Charlotte, and Bianca Belair. That was really well done. It was a great match. A surprise finish. You saw Bianca Belair win the title back from Asuka. But then what happened? Oh, Io Sky comes in and she cashed in the Money in the Bank contract, and she is your new women's champion. Really well done. There was Gunther versus Drew McIntyre, and if you know me, you know I am a huge Gunther fan. I absolutely love him. Oh, he is fantastic. I want him to have all the belts. I love Gunther. I was very happy to see him retain against Drew McIntyre in a very physical match. That was very physical. I like it. That in wrestling lingo, they would call that stiff, and that was a stiff match. It was really well done. I enjoyed it quite a bit. But what has me all worked up? The goddamn main event, Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso. Oh, okay. First off, take away the end result. Great match. It was one of the best matches Roman has done in a very long time. I think it even exceeded the Cody Rhodes Roman Reigns main event at WrestleMania in terms of just awesomeness. But man, I believed in Jey Uso. I was sure Jey was going to take that belt, and I just felt like, oh, come on, this is the night. But they did some of that WWE bullshit, and of course Roman Reigns retained. And I will not spoil it if you have not seen why he lost, but I wish that I would have been happier if Jay just lost clean. Do you know what I mean? I would have been happier if that was the ending, but I see where they're going with the story. And regardless, here's the thing. The Bloodline storyline is the best storyline the WWE has done in a very long time. It is long-term storytelling, which if you are a wrestling fan and love WWE, we have been asking for long-term storytelling for a very long time, and thankfully they finally gave us what we wanted, and the Bloodline is fantastic, and I feel like I am a young Diyavade again, where I really am invested. I actually feel those old feelings. I was, you should have seen me. I was screaming, "Come on, Jay! Do it, Jay!" I was screaming for Jay. Oh, I love Jay Uso. And it's just, I loved it. I absolutely loved the match. I loved the way it played out. It was really good. It was definitely one of the best matches Roman has done in a while. And that is the problem. I think Roman has been kind of losing steam in the quality of his matches because they have become so copy-paste. It is basically Roman fights a guy, Roman beats the guy up, the Bloodline, he has his cronies cheat, Roman wins. And this felt different. This had a really different feel. And I had a comment. I was watching with a friend, and I said, because last year, Brock Lesnar brought a goddamn bulldozer to the ring. And I said, if a bulldozer could not beat Roman Reigns, I seriously doubt Jay can. But boy, I was pulling for him. I really was pulling for him. Don't forget Brock and Cody. Oh, yes. Yes. I actually did forget about it for a second there. Brock and Cody. Brock versus Cody Rhodes. Really good match. They told an excellent story there. I hope they are done. And I hope Cody can move on to other things. I was also pulling for Seth Rollins, and I was also pulling for Finn Balor to beat Seth Rollins. But, typical, Seth Rollins won. And the 7-year drought that Finn Balor is going through continues, unfortunately. But yeah, I really wanted Finn Balor to win that one. But overall, I thought it was a great pay-per-view. Definitely worth your time to go back and watch. And I think I'm just actually very pleased with WWE right now. Here's the thing about being a wrestling fan. You might not like the result of the matches, but they are good. You see, there was a time when WWE was just skating this line of mediocrity, and it lasted for a long time. And then you would have those spurts, like when CM Punk came in or Daniel Bryan, those spurts of greatness, but it was never consistent. But I feel like WWE is consistently good or really good or even great now. And I think I'm just happy with that. Yes. Oh, that got messed up. I said, don't forget about... Oh, yeah, I knew what you meant, Big Barrel Belly. I know you are. Yes, you're a Roman Reigns fan. Absolutely. That is okay. I like Roman too. For me, it really depends on who he is going up against. When it was Roman versus Cody, I was behind Roman 100% there. It just, with Jay, I just really wanted to see Jay, because whoever ends up defeating Roman Reigns is going to get one of the biggest, in technical terms, they call it a rub. And a rub is basically a professional wrestler giving you a leg up and helping out your career. So whoever is the one to actually defeat Roman Reigns will get one of the biggest rubs in history, ladies and gentlemen. One of the biggest rubs in history. And I just wanted it to go to Jay. If you do not watch wrestling, Jimmy and Jay Uso have been in WWE for over a decade. And Jay Uso has only held tag titles. He has never held a singles title. And I just felt like it could have been his moment. But maybe they will continue this storyline, and later down the road, Jay can get another shot at that title and have an opportunity to be the next champion. I'm not sure, but I just they had me. They really had me. Yes, Cody got that win. It was fantastic. He pinned Brock Lesnar clean. There were no shenanigans this time. No shenanigans whatsoever. It was a clean win, and Cody earned it. Trying to think about what other matches. So my favorite match, even though I did not like the outcome, was definitely the main event. My second favorite match, probably. Sorry. I still have this affliction, my friends. I think it happened again. I don't know why. I sit down here and I got a tickle in my throat. I think it's this paint. Anyways, I think, we saw some really fantastic matches. It was a great pay-per-view. One of the better SummerSlams I have seen in a while. Very happy. I'm very happy with the result. I would say number one, my favorite match was Roman versus Jay. Number two is kind of between Cody and Brock and Logan Paul and Ricochet. Those two I feel like are even. I think the worst match of the night was easily Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler. I have no idea what they were trying to do. It confused me. It really did. I found it to be confusing. Anyways, shall we get to business here? I have a story to tell. Now, a little bit of it takes quite a while to write these stories. These are not easy, and I'm not trying to gain sympathy. I'm just saying that this is why it takes 2 weeks for me to put them together. But I love writing, and I want to make sure that I deliver something that I think is good. And this is a Diyavade myth in the best sense of the word. But it is true, because there's always some truth in myth. So shall we get started? Yes. Okay, so the tale of the Diyavade that we will be hearing tonight is called, I spoiled it, but it is called The Wretched Animal. The Wretched Animal. So I hope you're ready, my friends. Now. Here we go. Before the realm of being, the realm we all live in, existed, there was only the realm of unbeing. And in the realm of unbeing lived the Lord of Light, Estus, and the Lady of Darkness. Time had not begun, and Estus and the Lady of Darkness lived peaceably together for what can only be described as an eternity. Then Estus had a thought. That thought was, could he use his light and the darkness of the Lady of Darkness to create a new realm? You see, Estus had become bored of his eternal existence in the realm of unbeing, and a nagging need for more had permeated his mind. He approached the Lady of Darkness and told her of his plan. He wanted to use his light and her darkness to create his new realm. He decided it would be called the Realm of Being. The Lady of Darkness was not interested in the idea of creating a new realm. She enjoyed her eternal existence in the realm of unbeing, and she did not want that to change. However, once Estus got the idea of creating a new realm into his mind, he could not think of anything else, and he had to act on this thought. Estus sat on his throne, and he meditated, summoning all of the light he could muster. The realm of unbeing started to change. The Lady of Darkness ran to Estus, begging him to stop. It was too late, for time had begun, and it could not be undone. Time threatened the realm of unbeing, and the Lady of Darkness had no choice but to work with Estus on creating a realm for time, and in doing so, protect the realm of unbeing from it. Together, Estus and the Lady of Darkness used their light and darkness to create the realm of being. Once it came into existence, the realm of unbeing was safe once again. Esdras entered the realm of being and marveled at his work. There were large stars, massive planets, holes of darkness in a massive amount of space. With time now in motion, the realm of being began to change and further take shape. For an eternal being such as Esdras, what was millions of years passed by in the blink of an eye. Then Esdras had another thought. Could he create living beings in this realm of being? He set out to plot how he could go about and achieve this goal. Using his light, he created a galaxy, one capable of holding life, and in that galaxy, a planet formed. Esdras took a shine to this planet. He decided to name it Earth. Esdras traveled to Earth. He walked the barren planet for many, many years, pondering how to create living beings. All he knew was that this planet was the right planet for life. Once again, Esdras approached the Layer of Darkness and expressed his plan to create living beings. The Layer of Darkness was tired of Esdras and his need to change things. Also, she wanted it to remain just Esdras and herself being the only living beings in all of existence. Esdras returned to Earth. He knelt down and used his light to create water. In that water, he used his light to create a living being, but he failed. He wondered why it had not worked. He had planned and prepared, but it had failed. He realized that light by itself was not powerful enough to create life. He then channeled his light and coaxed the darkness into his creation. A living being, invisible to the naked eye, finally came into existence. Esdras was so proud that he created life, no matter how small it was. Something happened that Esdras did not expect. This living being began to multiply. Before Esdras knew it, the waters of Earth were teeming with other and different living beings, larger than what came before. The planet itself was also changing. Esdras returned to the Lady Darkness, and he told her that he had created life. The Lady Darkness was displeased that he had used her darkness without her consent, but there was nothing she could do. Life had been set in motion, and that motion could not be stopped. Millennia after millennia passed, and life continued to evolve and thrive on planet Earth. Esdras watched as life became diverse. He noted all of the living beings that lived on Earth, but then he realized that none were like him. He decided that he would create a living being in his own image. Esdras returned to the realm of unbeing and set to work on planning and crafting this new kind. Many millennia later, he returned to Earth, ready to create a new being in his own image. Using his light and the darkness of the Day of Darkness, Esdras created humanity. He was so excited that finally he had created living beings that resembled himself. He rejoiced. The Lady of Darkness traveled to Earth, curious because she felt her darkness being used without her permission. She stood aghast as she observed the first members of humanity. Then she felt pure anger. Esdras had overstepped his range by once again using her darkness. But as before, what was done could not be undone. However, the Lady of Darkness knew something that Esdras did not, for she had observed it. Time withers away all life. Once those living things are dead, where would they go? In secret, the Lady of Darkness had created the realm of darkness itself, and this is where all living things, no matter how big nor small, go after they die, and their time is up. Esdras, ignorant of death, never realized his living beings died, and then fell to the darkness. Millennia passed, and Esdras was so pleased to see how humanity had grown and changed. All by themselves, the humans had taken control of Earth. Yet Esdras wondered where the humans he knew personally had gone. Esdras searched and searched for them. Then he witnessed death firsthand. He watched as a human murdered his own brother with a club. He saw the blood flow from his skull. He heard the sickening crack as the bat hit the head. He watched as the body lay on the ground and decomposed. Then he tried to use his light to bring this human back to life, but nothing happened. Estes returned to the realm of unbeing and pondered death and what it meant. Estes felt unbridled love for humanity, but the Lady of Darkness felt something else. She had witnessed humans hurting each other all along. She saw humans kill for trivial things such as currency, land, hatred, and revenge. She told Estes that his creation had grown out of his control, and he had unwittingly brought suffering and death to the realm of being. She told him that she believed every human was suffering. Perhaps she was right. Estes would not hear a word of it. He was too engrossed in trying to understand death. The Lady of Darkness traveled to Earth. Then she came upon a small tribe of humans who treated each other with love and respect. It was far from a perfect society, but it was better than what any other humans had produced by that time. It was at this moment that the Lady of Darkness decided to create living beings in her own image. However, she would not use the light of Estes to do so. Since Estes had done it, why should she be denied a being of her own? Using her darkness, she remade this tribe of humans into the Diyavade. Then she created the Valley of Darkness for the Diyavade to live and flourish in. All of this was done under the nose of Estes while he pondered the meaning of death. The Lady of Darkness knew the Diyavade could not be kept secret from him forever, so she remained with the Diyavade to help them thrive in the Valley of Darkness. For many of years, the Diyavade did very well. While traveling the earth, Estes came upon the Valley of Darkness. He could feel the pure power of the darkness emanating from it. He entered the Valley of Darkness and immediately became weakened. Still, he traveled onward. It was not long later that he discovered the Diyavade. He knew immediately that his greatest creation, humanity, had been corrupted by the Lady of Darkness. Estes found her among the Diyavade and harshly pulled her aside. "What have you done to my humans?" he yelled. "Like you, I created living beings in my own image. Unlike you, I did not need your light to do so." Estes seethed. His anger was beyond measure. Estes returned to the realm of unbeing, and he began to plot. His one and only goal was to destroy the Diyavade, and he would use death to do so. But he could not do it on his own. They were too well protected by the darkness of the Valley of Darkness. Estes pondered and pondered till a solution finally presented itself. He decided to create a living creature that could survive in the Valley of Darkness, that would also be powerful enough to hunt and kill the Diyavade. He returned to the Valley of Darkness and set to work creating his new monstrous creature. He used his light. And then the Nardi came into existence. The Nardi were very large, had sharp claws in each paw, mouths full of sharp teeth and white fur. Above all else, Estes filled the Nardi with a pure hatred for the Diyavade. Estes was quite pleased with himself. One night, while the Diyavade slept, a pack of Nardi entered the village where they lived. At this time, the Diyavade had no need to put walls up around their village, for they were at the top of the food chain in the Valley of Darkness and feared no creature. The Nardi crept quietly, readying to attack. The leader of the Diyavade at that time, Yuka, slept next to his mate, Ria. He was the strongest of the Diyavade, but he was also the wisest, which is why he was chosen to lead the Diyavade. He had no idea that a Nardi had crept into his cave. Quietly, it inched toward Yuka and Ria. Once they were positioned, the Nardi roared loudly, waking the Diyavade from their slumber. Yuka and Ria awoke, and the Nardi attacked. It chomped on the face of Ria, ripping the flesh from the bone. Blood spilled everywhere. Yuka screamed in agony, seeing the faceless visage of his mate. Yuka rolled backward while the Nardi chomped at him. He grabbed his spear and began wildly stabbing the Nadi that was attacking him. All over the village, many Diyavade were being slaughtered. They screamed as they were ripped apart, eviscerated, and devoured by the Nadi. Blood and body parts of the Diyavade stained the ground. Loud screams could be heard in all parts of the village. Yuka drove his spear into the right eye of the Nadi. As hard as he could, the spear penetrated the brain of the Nadi, and it went limp. The body of the Nadi, that is. That's poor writing right there. Yuka pulled the spear from the skull of the dead Nadi. He knelt down next to Rhea, and he sobbed. Then he heard the screams of the Diyavade as they were being killed. Yuka rushed from his cave and looked upon the carnage. He saw several Diyavade running past him. "Diyavade, gather your spears and strike their eyes," Yuka yelled. Yuka grabbed as many of his spears as he could and passed them out to the Diyavade near him. "Our main priority is to protect our cubs," Yuka instructed them. The Diyavade rallied behind Yuka, and they began to fight back against the nasty Nadi. It was a bloody and chaotic battle. The female Diyavade were charged with gathering up the cubs as quickly as they could. Yuka saw a cub running from a Nadi. It was gaining on her. He ran and scooped her up. The Nadi slashed his back. He fell to the ground, losing his grip on the cub. 3 Diyavade came to the aid of Yuka. They stabbed the Nadi with their spears, aiming for its eyes. Yuka stood up, his back dripping blood to the snow. "Get to the Temple of Darkness. We can shore it up," Yuka yelled. The word spread quickly. All the living Diyavade rushed to the Temple of Darkness. This was a good strategy, since the temple was the most secure cave, for it had a large door that could be blocked. The Diyavade retreated to the Temple of Darkness. Yuka waited by the door with the strongest Diyavade that remained. They were armed with spears. "Do not let a single one pass this line." Yuka drew a line in the snow with his spear, and the Diyavade stood strong. He watched as wounded Diyavade staggered to the safety of the temple, but time was running short, for the Nadi were rushing to the temple now. "We must get into the temple," a male Diyavade yelled. Seeing all the Nadi rushing toward him, Yuka relented, despite knowing there were still Diyavade left alive who had not made it to the temple yet. "Go now!" They all rushed inside. Yuka was the last one in before the large door was slammed shut, just as the Nadi were at the threshold. "Barricade the door!" screamed Yuka. All the Diyavade worked to make the temple door as secure as possible. The loud bangs coming from the Nadi outside echoed all throughout the temple. Yuka looked around at the Diyavade. He saw that many were wounded. He looked at a female Diyavade who had lost her right arm. Fear was written on their faces. Some were weeping for the loss of loved ones. The healers set to work on tending to the wounded. Yuka looked to a female healer and said, "Keep track of the Diyavade who are here, so we know how many we have lost on this terrible night." The female healer nodded. With all the Diyavade huddled in the temple, their number could be counted. Yuka wept as the final tally came in. 47 Diyavade had been slain. Many of them were just cubs. The heart of Yuka was broken, for his mate had died right in front of his eyes. The Lady of Darkness saw the attack firsthand. She was beyond angry. She knew she had not created the Nadi, but she had an idea of whom did. The Lady of Darkness found Estrus near the great lake Nagal. She approached him. "You have no right. The Valley of Darkness is mine. I decide what lives and what does not live here." Estrus smirked. "You have perverted my perfect humans. I will see to it that every Diyavade is wiped from existence. When my Nadi are done, there will not even be a whisper of their name left on my earth. They are strong, Estrus. They will survive. The Nadi are stronger," he replied. Back in the Temple of Darkness, Yuka set forth a plan of action, for he knew the Diyavade could not survive forever in the temple. Eventually, the Nadi would break down the door, come into the temple, and rip them all apart. Since there is no other way out, it would be an even worse slaughter than the one that had just transpired. "What are these white-furred devils?" asked the female Diyavade. Yuka thought for a moment. "They are the Nadi," which in the language of the Diyavade means killers of the Diyavade. Call off your monsters, the Lady of Darkness begged to Estes. No, 'twill be only a matter of hours till your precious Diyavade is no more. The Lady of Darkness thought for a long moment. You have had the whole realm of being to yourself. I merely wanted a space of my own. There is one truth. Your precious earth, where your humans live, cannot survive my darkness. I will flood this planet and drown out all life with it. I swear it, Estes. That would mean the death of every living thing. Can you bear such death on your conscience? Estes replied. I can, she responded. There was a look of fear on the face of Estes. He knew the Lady of Darkness was sincere. A long moment passed between them. Finally, the Lady of Darkness spoke. I will make you a deal. The Valley of Darkness is my space. You can have the rest of this realm and all of the realm of unbeing to your own self, so long as you never interfere with the Diyavade ever again. Where will you go? He asked. The realm of darkness will be my home. Here is my bargain. Let me remain among the Diyavade for 100 years. Then I will leave. Someone will have to help them recover from the destruction you have wrought. Estes thought for a minute. We will never see each other again, he responded. You have changed, Estes. I do not like the being you have become. Estes thought for a moment more. Fine. In 100 years, you will leave both realms, and I will never interfere with the Valley of Darkness again. But the Nadi will remain. Do we have an agreement? The Lady of Darkness had tears in her eyes. Leaving her Diyavade hurt her heart, but she knew it was the only way she could save them. The Lady of Darkness nodded. Then she shook hands with Estes. Now, call off your beast, said the Lady of Darkness. Yuka looked to the door. He realized that the banging had stopped. It is quiet now. Yuka began removing the barricade. What are you doing? Asked the female Diyavade. Yuka opened the door. He saw no trace of the Nardi, but he did see the Lady of Darkness standing there. Those creatures will remain in the Valley of Darkness, but I have a plan to prevent an attack like the one tonight from ever happening again, she said. The Diyavade set to work on building large walls around their village. On the north and south sides are large gates, and these gates are the only way into or out of our village. Yuka and the Lady of Darkness established the Grand Coterie. It is comprised of 5 Diyavade, the wisest of all, to establish rules for how the Diyavade should live. They were created to take the place. The Grand Coterie was created to take the place of the Lady of Darkness once she is gone. The wretched Nardi never left the Valley of Darkness. They will always remain a significant threat to us. After 100 years, the Lady of Darkness disappeared, never to be seen again. Before she departed, she left one final proclamation. Should any Diyavade ever speak her name out loud, she would return to the realm of being and plunge it in eternal darkness, for her anger was so great. Estes fell into a state of loneliness. In the realm of being and unbeing, he is. In the realms of being and unbeing, he is the only one of his kind. Though he would never admit it, he knew in his heart that he missed the Lady of Darkness. As for the Lady of Darkness, it is said that she helps those who have fallen to the darkness find a way to exist after life has ended. And that was, my friends, The Wretched Animal. Hold your applause. Hold your applause. Hello, Z-Lance. How are you doing, my friend? And just firing up my Xbox 360. Big Barrel Belly. Wow, that was amazing. I'm glad you liked it. Why is my Xbox not turning on? Turn on! Oh dear. There we go. 'Tis on now, ladies and gentlemen. Wrong button. Yeah. Yeah, so now you know how the Nadi came into existence. You know, those things are a pain in the fucking ass. We always have to watch out for them when we go hunting. And you never know, when they're going to attack. They can be quite quiet. I have scars on my body from the Nadi, from being attacked by them. How Notes Forever! Good evening, and what a wonderful story. Oh, I'm glad you liked it, my friend. It's good to see you. We will be playing Red Dead Redemption in a moment. I'm just firing up the old Xbox. I swear, I have the oldest Xbox known to mankind. Okay. Now, where is my mouse grain? Aha, there it is! We found it. Red Dead Redemption. So basically, my plan is Monday, Tuesday, RDR2 until I finish it, and then Friday and Saturday, Diablo 4. And I think that is a good plan. It is very important that I finish Red Dead Redemption 2. However, I wanted to do Diablo 4 because I just could not wait any longer. I kept hearing such great things about it, and then I just felt like I need to play this game, god damn it. I just have to do it. I like it so far. I think it's very fun. And I still play, usually before I go to sleep, I still play Starship Troopers Extermination. I love it. They added a new update that has Horde mode, and I have been having a blast with Horde mode. It is so much fun. I say that I feel like maybe every 1 out of 5 do we actually win. And they added mutators too. So if you get the mutator, you can get what is it called? Your health will regenerate, and that makes it quite a bit fun. Because the way I play the Bastion infantry. So I just I camp out on the ground. I just let the bugs just wash over me, and I just shoot them. I just love it that the body parts fall over me. The only time that does not work is when you come across a tiger. Those things are really hard to kill. Those goddamn tigers. I just saw a flash. Is there something wrong? No. I think the game is just loading. Watch my Xbox dies. I have to get another one. I only have so many friends in this world who could lend me an Xbox One. Wow, it's taking forever to load, damn it. You're killing my vibe. But I love writing. That's one of my favorite things to do in this world. Evil Shrock, how are you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Evil Shrock is an art gamer. I think are you still an initiate? I think he's, I have no idea. I have to ask Gray. Gray or Mr. Bad Wolf. They know these things. But yes. Hello, Evil Shrock. How are you doing, my friend? Oh, yes, I should do this before I start. Yes! Are you a little bit odd? There's nothing to be ashamed of, my friends. Come, join us at theoddgamers.com. You might find some people like you. Yes, come to Odd Gamers. Come, join us. Go to theoddgamers.com and join us. We are very welcoming, and we have cake. Yes, we have plenty of cake. I can make you a radak. Have you ever heard of radak? Okay, so really quickly before I start playing, what we do is we take the blood of an animal, we add some preservatives to it, we put it outside in the snow, and it becomes a nice, delicious dessert. Like little cake. Yes, a cakey. Oh, it is absolutely delicious. Oh, I have it. My mom makes it the best. I've gotten pretty good at making it. Zara, should I say this now that we are dating? Zara is not a cook. She does not make food very well. Sorry. I like to do that. I usually do that. I make things. Um, But I will say, Zara, we balance each other out. You see, Zara is the better hunter. Zara is smarter than me. But boy, I am good at butchery, and I am good at making things out of animal parts or blood too. What the fuck was I doing? It's been so long since I played this game. I forgot what the hell we were doing. Trelawney. Oh, okay, I remember. Oh, we're gonna start with this one. Okay, we're gonna start off on the right foot, my friends. We're gonna go see old Jeremiah. Why do I have... Is that my horse? Where is my horse? Oh, there's a symbol here. What does Charles want to do? Go hunting? Alright.
What you preparing for?
Greatest of gifts.
An unguarded stagecoach.
No, you simple-minded fool.
This is a good one.
Bison.
Bison?
Bison. From which you can get anything. There's some over on the plains, I believe. I saw a couple a long way off.
Oh. Good luck.
You want to come with me? I'll show you how we hunt one.
Sure. Why not?
Mount up then. Let's go.
Oh, I got the big one. Yes, look at this big guy.
Come on, girl.
This big girl.
You know, it was before my time, of course, but my mother used to tell me stories of how her tribe moved with the bison. They lived almost as one. Where the bison went, my people went. And they were the center of all life. We couldn't survive without them. They provided us with everything. Food, clothing, shelter, tools. There was a lot of respect.
I don't remember much of my childhood, but I think my people, well, we pretty much moved with the whiskey.
Well, my father did that too.
I like Charles quite a bit. He is a really good character.
So, where are we headed?
Back up to the heartlands.
Arthur looks kind of funny on that giant
Feels like
horse,
there's
does
been
he
so
not?
much noise in the chaos recently. Do you mind if we just rode and enjoyed the silence for once? I need to clear my mind.
Sure, fine by me.
But yes, it was very important for me to finish this. It is very important for me to finish this game because I absolutely love it. I think it tells one of the best stories you could ask for. This, my friends, is good writing and good acting. I've actually done some research into the making of this game, and the makers of the game, Rockstar, they are very, very tight-lipped about their process. So everything that we can get is basically told to us from the actors who experienced making this game, and they have some interesting stories. But basically, all the acting, they wore, I forgot what they had called, but these kind of like video capture outfits that has like cameras on all of them so that they capture the movements and the facial expressions of the actors, and so they wore those things. So like when you look at these characters in the cutscenes, you're actually seeing real actors performing those scenes. And basically, it took them, I think, 6 years to make this game. I think that is what I remember them saying. And none of the actors knew the title or what they were actually working on, what game it would be. But the old actors knew, the ones from Red Dead Redemption 1, had an idea that it was a Red Dead Redemption game because the characters were coming back, of course. But many of the new actors had no idea. But I'm sure someone spilled the beans along the way. And that is another thing I wanted to say.
Not
it
far
was
now.
just announced
Let's cut
that
up this
Red
way.
Dead Redemption 1 is getting a full remaster. Yes, Red Dead Redemption 1 will have a complete remaster. I'm very excited. Now, hopefully, they will take out the graphic sex scene so that we can play this on Twitch. Play it on Twitch. I was actually thinking about that. If I were to do Red Dead Redemption 1, if I were to play it live on stream, how could I get around that sex scene? And I think I have an idea. So basically, I'm going to put up my I'm just gonna turn
Over
like the
there.
cover, the
You
thing
see
that
them?
covers it. What is it
Incredible,
called?
aren't they?
I call it grain, but it's basically
Keep
that
them
black
ringed
and
in you see if you can bring one down.
green picture.
Okay?
So just cover it up,
As you can.
and then I will
Okay.
you know, so you cannot see it. Obviously you'll hear it, but I'm not sure if that matters. Oh, I have to kill a bison. I should have been paying attention. I think the altitude should work well. Die! We got him!
Well done.
Okay, now I have to skin
and
him.
butcher it. Take the horns too. It can all be used.
Yes, this is how easy it is to skin a very heavy animal like a bison. It can be done in a matter of seconds. Oh, yes, you can carry that hide like that. It's perfectly fine.
Stow that on your horse, Anna.
Arthur's a strong man, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, let's go. Where are we going?
I thought I saw some scavenger birds over here. Just wanted to see what attracted them.
I think my horse is hungry, ladies and gentlemen.
It's okay, girl.
No. Look. Bison.
They killed the
Shot
bison,
and
ladies
left
and
for dead,
gentlemen.
it looks like.
Why would someone do that?
I don't know. But I see tracks heading in this direction. I say we follow them.
All right, lead the way.
Oh, I need to inspect it so I can see the tracks. But Charles has the tracks. Hey, that was not my fault. I hit an invisible wall and it just sent me right on over.
Could it have been an animal?
No, they've been shot. I just don't know why anybody would just leave them here to rot like that.
Arthur needs his hat, ladies and gentlemen. He just looks naked without it, my friends.
Look, another dead bison to our left there. Come on. Shot and left for dead again. But this one looks fresher.
There's a camp there. I'm gonna take a look.
Okay, inspect the abandoned campsite. I guess I inspected it enough.
Dogs haven't gone cold yet. Maybe half a day since they left.
Bison's been dead about the same amount of time.
So what do you want to do?
They could still be in the area. Let's get up higher, see if we spot anything. This way. We should have a good view from up here. Okay. You see anything?
I think I need my binoculars for
See
this.
some smoke to the
Oh,
east.
no.
Maybe another camp. It's worth a look.
All right. Let's go.
I love these little side adventures that you get to go on with the characters. and they are all tailored to the
Killing
characters.
for fun?
You think we can talk?
I don't kill for fun. I kill when I need to.
Oh, again, almost sent me into him. I swear they put these invisible balls. I almost said invisible balls. What I meant to say, they put these invisible walls that you cannot see. Let's see if we can find another one. No, he jumped right over it. No invisible wall, ladies and gentlemen. See, the problem with this horse, she is so big that she's quite slow. What weapon shall we use on these guys? If we have to.
Did you fools shoot those bison?
What's your problem?
I said, did you fools shoot those bison?
Calm down, you black or red bastard, whatever the fuck you are.
Ooh.
Did you shoot them?
Yes, we did. We shot them bison, we'll shoot you too if you don't get.
What business is it of yours? What? We...
Oh, Charles! Holy shit!
Oh, God, you're crazy! I got a family. A family. Don't shoot me.
Stand back, Charles. I'll get you some answers.
What the hell are you doing?
Grabbing you by the throat.
Why are you killing those bison and
Yeah.
leaving them to rot?
Why?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Where's the trigger?
Tell us or you're dead.
Oh, okay. We were paid to kill as many as we could and make it look like it was Indians.
Just kill him, Arthur.
No, please, don't kill me. I'm begging you.
I've heard enough.
Die! Die, bad poacher.
Damn
Charles
right.
told me to do it.
That's what he deserved. I've seen enough of this.
Alright, let's see.
Okay.
I also
I'm
wanted
gonna
to
see
loot
if
the
there's
campsite.
anything worth taking from their camp.
I'm
I'll
not
catch
sure if
up
he would
with
have
you
allowed
later.
me to do that. If he was still alive. Excuse me. Oh, horse reviver. I want to take that. What do they got for? What do they have for guns? Cattleman revolver. Not very good. Ooh, a lockbox. Come on, move to the lockbox. Damn it. Poison throwing knife pamphlet. Okay, I never use any of the pamphlets in this game because there is a vast assortment of things you can craft in this game. You can even like notch your bullets if you want to,
Come on, girl.
so that they cause more damage. And then, yeah, but the only way to figure out how to do all that, well, the only way for Arthur to learn how to do all that is you need the pamphlets. And there are like quite a few pamphlets. What the hell did I just do? Oh, okay, horseman. I just did that first challenge. Ran over a rabbit. Yes, we are not gonna do any of the challenges. I can show you real quick. Under progress. Challenges. Okay. So there are a ton of challenges that you can do in this game. And for the sake of time, we are not going to be doing it. But if you're playing this game for the first time, or if you are replaying it and want to do something a little bit different, I would suggest doing some of these challenges. Some of them are very fun. Like the bandit challenges are great. Like one of them, you get to rob a train. You have to stick up so many travelers. Rob stagecoaches. It's quite a bit fun. Explorer is challenging. That is basically finding a whole bunch of shit. Gambling is fun. There are a ton of games you can play. Herbalist is basically just finding all the different herbs and making tonics and things like that. Horseman, I'm not sure if I ever did the horseman challenges. The Master Hunter, that one is quite annoying. And I should also mention, they all have their own unique rewards when you complete them. I will not spoil it for you, but the Master Hunter challenge, I did this one. And it was really fucking annoying because I wanted to hunt the panther. And there's a legendary panther, and the only way for the legendary panther to spawn is to do all the Master Hunter challenges. And I have to say, one of the challenges is killing a cougar with a bow and arrow, and it is one of the most annoying challenges I've ever had to do in a game. And then, you have sharpshooter, you have survivalist, and you have weapons expert. These are all fun. So if you're playing this game for the first time, I do not recommend doing all of them. Well, unless you're trying to 100% the game, but basically pick one or two, and go from there. I definitely recommend you should do Bandit. Bandit is awesome. And it is either weapons expert or sharpshooter that is really fun. I think it is weapon expert because you have to basically kill a whole bunch of people and things with different weapons, and it helps you become a much better player, I think. But yeah, these are all fun, most of them. But some are annoying, and generally they are usually they go by pretty quick. Except for the biggest challenge with doing the cougar challenge is I think you need to kill is either 5 or 7. The problem is the cougars, until you can unlock Blackwater, are only in a handful of locations, and they do not always spawn. So just getting a cougar to spawn is half of the battle. And then if it kills you, fuck. So now I know all of you are wondering, how is my relationship with Zara going? Well, I stayed true to my promise, and I have massaged her once a week. So I gave her a massage last night. It was very good. She enjoyed it. It was how far can I go on Twitch? It was definitely somewhere between a platonic and a romantic massage.
Yep.
But it was nothing. Get your minds out of the gutters. She had a good time. She enjoyed it. Now, I want a massage, and I'm waiting. So I figure one night I will surprise you with a massage. Someone was screaming over here. This guy is screaming. Why are you screaming?
You okay, mister?
Please. I've been bitten by a snake.
Oh, okay.
I need medicine.
Here, I'm not sucking out your venom, so here, have a health cure. I have plenty of health cures at this point in time.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh. I owe you one, mister.
Yes, you do.
Hopefully, I could repay you someday. Now, I gotta get out of here. Don't much like it. Out here. No more.
Okay. Have a nice life.
Just stay the hell away from snakes, alright? Yep.
So we did a good deed. What is our honor level at? Oh, our honor level is slowly creeping up. So I want high honor. Why do I want high honor? You get more favorable reaction from the people around you, but you also get better prices when you go to buy things. So it can be, and you get better prices when you sell things as well. So I think it is more advantageous to walk an honorable path than a dishonorable one. But being dishonorable is quite a bit fun too.
Slow it up.
I've played it, did I play both ways? No, I have not played it both ways. I usually just go the honorable path. I think the story definitely pushes you toward an honorable path. Okay. Okay, let me read this. What does this
By
say?
order of Judge Meredith Holden in the courts of the state of Lemoyne, we do hereby grant repossession of this property and all items herein to the Bank of Rhodes. M. Holden, Judge Holden, Henrietta Blackley, Clerk, November 18th, 1895.
Okay. So we are not getting in through the front door. Let's try the back door. But yes, Zara and I, we're doing very well. We definitely, everyone is, all the Diyavade, because they have nothing better to do, are gossiping about it. So they know we are, together now. And we're just taking it slow, we are not going to rush things. We're just taking it slow. But I do like the kisses. I get a nice kiss every night.
Ledger, watch,
When I see her,
pistol.
and when we say goodbye, and then we have some makeout sessions. But we have to be very careful because our tongues. Because of our teeth, we can really like hurt our tongues with these things. So we have to be very careful. Okay. But yes, we're definitely keeping up the massages. How do I flip this thing? A.
June 7th, 1855. Dear sir, please accept this likeness of your family as a small token of appreciation for your assistance in the recovery of my property. Like your old pa, you're a cunning old dog and a credit to this community. Yours, Colonel Joshua Nixon, the Ascension Plantation.
Okay. I feel like we were supposed to find all of these things. Oh, what did he say he wanted? He wanted his gun and a book. I think that was what he wanted. Oh, a letter. Let's see what this letter says.
April 2nd, 1870. Dear Mr. Thompson, I'm afraid there's no more work for you down here at the plantation. I'm grateful for the help you've given us, and the help your pappy and your pappy's pappy gave us before you. These are trying times for all of us. You are in our thoughts and prayers. Yours truly, Colonel J. Nixon, the Ascension Plantation.
So I have a letter here. Oh. Antique pocket watch. I think this is one of the items we need.
That's the old
Yes.
watch.
Okay, so we need to
Now
find
the
3 items.
ledger
So we
and
need
the
the book
pistol.
and that gun. Now I can't take any more premium cigarettes. I have too many.
Okay. Where's all this old crap?
I'm with Arthur on this. This seems a little bit. Casey! Hello! How are you doing, my friend? We were just playing a little bit of Red Dead Redemption 2 tonight.
Trap door, huh?
Okay. Perfect.
What you doing here? We found this place first.
Yeah. Easy.
Dad?
Just looking around for some things.
I'm just kidding.
That old revolver yours?
Oh, there's the gun!
Finders keepers.
Okay, I just need to kill them.
Ah, son of a bitch!
Oh, God damn it! Come on!
Oh, now you really pissed Arthur off.
Come on!
You have a knife?
It's ours!
I can just do this. See? Easy. Where's my hat? Let's see. Do they have any money on them? No, I didn't want to open. I did not want to open the trap door. Dang, 2 nice headshots. Yes, yes. They no longer have heads. They have lost their heads. Look at that. Oh, look at that. What have I done? I need to get the gun. Where did the gun go? Oh, there's another letter over here. I need to find the gun. Where is the gun? There it is. Okay.
Oh, that'll be the
Get
pistol.
the gun.
Just the ledger now.
I want to see what this says. Or did I already read this one? No.
Pa, God damn it. told you to stay away from the boy. He don't want this. Heck, none of us want nothing to do with you.
Oh, damn.
Rance.
What happened to this guy?
Shit.
Okay, scary basement check. Chains? What the fuck was he into? Oh, the book. Where is it? Oh, the diary. This is what we need.
Well, that's that. I was somewhere near Rhodes when they caught me. Till the day I die, I ain't gonna forget the sound of that dog barking in my heels. But I don't suppose that day gonna be far off yet. It was 50 lashings yesterday and 50 more to come.
Damn.
I don't think I can take any more. Man said he was doing his job. Funny kind of employment if you ask me, but I suppose you ain't. Light's fading, so that's it for now. I do hope I live to see the end of this war and justice win out. Ugh. June 64. God.
This your ledger? A list of slaves?
Rewards. January 15th, Betsy,
Awkward.
$17. January 18th, Louise, $12. May 18th, Wilfred, $18. May 24th, Minnie and Child, $20.
Alright, we're not reading any more of this. I have some choice words for this Compton character. Arthur is doing his power walk, ladies and gentlemen. He's a man on a mission. We're going to go confront that old bastard. Come over here, horsey. Where are you going? Oh, she's cute. I like this horse. Alright. Let me put the... Let me mark it so I know where I'm going. Let me go this way. Okay. Oh, Arthur needs to eat. He's running low. We have a good amount of food. Yes, if you're you always want to make sure you have a good amount of food on you. Because you can actually cause Arthur to lose weight if you're not eating enough. So he can become underweight. But if you are feeding him too much, he can become overweight. That is me, ladies and gentlemen. I've eaten too much and I am overweight. Oh! Evac. What was that? I can't see. Hold on. Evac Tats. It says, hey dude. How are you doing, Mr. Tats? Welcome to the channel. My name is Domingu Viale, of course. Oh. I get to do my first ban. How do I ban? Bye-bye. The fuck out of here. Fucking asshole. Oh wait, I did ban. Hold on. Did I do it right? Hold on. Now I have to stop because this cunt. The message should be gone. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. I clicked block. Should be a ban button. This is blocked. But his stupid message is still there. Damn it. Come in my stream. Fuck up my shit. Whatever. It's fine. We'll leave it.
Forgot about us. Just when they needed us, they threw us away like shit.
The
on
rules
their
clearly state no solicitation. No soliciting.
Saying that is just. It's all going to hell.
Alright, let's confront this
Oh
asshole.
man, you show some respect. I was respected once. I had a profession.
You asked me to get you something.
There's no bringing back what I want. I want my job, my pride, the respect accorded to a gentleman.
What about this old crap? Huh?
My things. Don't you understand? Those bastards have changed everything. I was a good worker. I took pride in my work. They took it away. Pissed on my legacy.
Old man, some jobs ain't for saving. And some legacies,
Oh,
they are for pissing
what
on.
are you doing? That's my history.
Burn it! That is right. Fucking burn it, ladies and gentlemen.
Damn you! Damn you! I still exist. Oh.
Let's shoot him. Try to kill this fucker. Oh, wait. No, that's not how you do it. Damn it. I did a block. Should have done a ban. I knew how to do it. No, X that. Ah, fuck it. Anyway, so we just had an opportunity to see Arthur be very kind of heroic. And this is what an anti-hero can do. He can have his moments. Now, Arthur Morgan is hardly a pillar of morality, but he's not a racist slave what is the word? Oh, I need to get off these tracks. What the fuck am I doing? But he's not a racist slave trader. And we're back to the graves. Now, if you remember what we did last time, ladies and gentlemen, we actually...
Can I help you?
Oh, looks like you boys had some trouble.
We burned their crops, ladies and gentlemen. We burned them.
Trouble. Bad trouble. What you want?
Oh, I was supposed to meet some business partners here. They arranged a meeting, I believe.
Fellow with a scar and a Mexican?
Yes, sir.
Out by the stables, I think.
Thank you. And, sorry for your troubles, friend.
So if you remember that, I barely remember, but so what we did is we burned all the tobacco. So this is how Dutch and Hosea are playing both sides. So now I do a job over there for Mrs. Braithwaite, and now wait, no, do I have, I'm going to now I'm going to go do a job for the Grays because we are looking for that gold that seems to be stashed somewhere.
Everybody. And there's troubles everywhere. Bandits attacked my fields.
And have you met my partner, Arthur Morgan?
No?
I met your son, the sheriff.
Okay.
Mr. Gray here was saying how he had problems with a family of degenerates.
Oh, well, nobody likes degenerates.
Hag and her inbred sons. They ruined this county. They killed my uncle, you know.
That ain't right.
Problem is, we can't be seen to get too close.
And?
We've got gold, Yankee. We've got gold.
I ain't no Yankee, friend. I ain't nothing. My daddy came over on the boat from Scotland.
I'm Scottish.
And the Braithwaites?
Goddamn peasants. I don't know. Mongrels. Slave fuckers.
Ooh.
All you gotta do is look at them.
How much gold?
Enough. These are prized horses I'm talking about. Them, they'll get you 5,000.
5,000 for horses.
Easy.
Where do we sell them, these $5,000 horses?
Over in Clemens Cove. Fellow over there will run them out of state and give you 50 cents on the dollar.
Mister, you got yourself a deal.
Just keep us away from this. Publicly, I mean.
My sense is we keep all horse rustling away from the public.
Okay. So now we're going to go do a job for the Grays.
That's where they keep the thoroughbreds.
crazy old fool.
If he only knew we just torched his tobacco crop.
That was you?
The old man was cursing the Braithwaites about that.
Burning rich folks' property? Sean was like a pig in shit.
I'm sure. 5,000 for horses. They must be rich.
Yeah, he doesn't know what he's talking about. But if we get even a third of that, it'll be worth it.
So how we gonna play this?
Place is well guarded, so there ain't no point in blasting in there. We'll make them think we're there looking to purchase.
3 armed men?
You'd be armed if you were about to spend 5,000 on horses. We should go in the back way, though. Avoid too many questions.
Okay, so we have John and we have Javier Squala on this little mission. If you remember last time, I was with Sean.
There's a guard.
I'll speak to him, okay?
All right, then.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
Yeah, we're here to see about some horses.
Horses?
Yeah, we had an appointment with Mr. Braithwaite, I believe.
Yeah, I never heard about any of this.
Our partner wanted to make a significant investment in some stables down here. But perhaps we should look elsewhere.
Well, okay then. But head on up to the stables. Someone will come see you.
What a nice guy. Let's just go in.
Whoa! That's it. Nice and easy. No need to rush. We don't want to draw any unnecessary attention. All right. I think that's the stables just up ahead. Heads down, play cool. We'll head around the front, hitch up there. All right, let's hitch up
Okay.
here.
Let's see what kind of trouble we're gonna get ourselves into on
Let me
this
do
one.
the talking.
Approach the stable head.
Hello there.
Can I help you, boys?
I hope so. Heard you got some horses.
We always got horses.
Fine horses, I mean.
I don't get you, friend.
Yeah, you do. Come on.
Listen, why don't you get out of here? You, Scarface, and your greaser buddy.
Whoa!
I don't like officials.
We ain't officials. We're connoisseurs, looking to do some breedings. Come on now, partner.
Okay, fine. Follow me. These here's mainly the studs available for purchase or for working. That's what you're interested in. What is you boys interested in?
We represent a famous stable and stud farm from
How much are they
Saratoga.
worth?
Is that so?
Unofficially.
Of course. This here's Cerberus. Here you go, boy.
Here's the thing. These guys, they're not even hog tying him. They're just straight up murdering him.
Bandana's on.
Crazy.
Don't need nobody.
This poor guy
recognizing us.
was just doing his
Grab
job,
the
and
white one in the middle, you get
White
the other
one.
two.
then he gets murdered by Arthur Morgan.
Relax, boy. Come on.
Good boy.
Easy.
Easy now.
Marston, you're gonna tether him up to Javier's horse.
Okay.
Javier,
I'd rather
you're gonna
just
lead
keep
the
this horse
stallions.
myself. Honestly, I'd rather keep him. Okay, what the hell do you want me to do? There we go, calm. There we go. It was stuck there for a second.
There, boy.
Alright, lead. Come on, little guy.
This way. Come on. Marston, you ride point. I'll cover up the back. If there's any problems, we regroup at Clemens Cove.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Let's go, quick!
Taking the horses.
Go, get out of here. I got...
What the f you doing? Stop! Stop!
Damn it, wrong weapon.
You're being robbed! I said stop these men! Stay close to the horse.
Oh, that was a good shot, Laser. Right in the fucking head. I got him.
Son of a bitch! Look out ahead! They're coming out of the
Got him. Where are they? Oh, I had the wrong gun equipped. I want the damn... I wanted the Evans gear. That is a far better gun. I'm going the wrong way. Damn horse.
We got more on horseback. Keep going, I'll cover you.
Come on. Yes. Oh, right through his side. Oh, what a good shot. Oh no, why did that take my honor down?
See if we get rid of them in the trees.
I think I killed a good person by accident. Okay.
I think we're clear.
Oh, I shot the horse. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, horsey. Oh, this horse is really, like, hard to control.
Don't think so.
I think it's because he's so goddamn big.
Get these horses to Clemens Cove quick before we run into any more trouble.
I need a better gun. Evans. There we go.
Whoa, you okay there, boy?
Shit! One of the stallions is loose.
I got him.
Keep going. I'll get...
I am on the case. I got him. Alright, come on, horsey. I think you can let go of L. I am not taking a chance. I'm gonna let go. Oh, good. Come on, guy. Come on, you're a good horse. Yeah, you're a good black horse. You're so, yes, you're a good black horse. You're so cute. I love you. I love your colorings. You're a good horse. Yes, you are. Okay, we're going to with your friends. We're going with the white and the brown horse.
Well done.
Look at that, we have your friends.
Cove's just over there. Come on. Let's get this over with.
Come here.
Well, that could have gone smoother.
That'll be on my gravestone. Easy. You think they look like they're paying $5,000 for horses?
I guess we'll see.
Come on, I need to hear what they're saying. I need to get closer. Come on. This horse is fighting me. Alright, approach the wrestler.
There we go.
What you boys want?
Heard you pay good prices for horses.
Oh, we'll buy more or less anything, Pop.
That so?
Sure, Pop. I'm Clay Davies. That's my brother Clive. We're twins.
John, Arthur, Javier.
So what are you? Cuban?
No,
I don't like Cubans.
that's so.
Maybe. Why, what do you care? You ain't Cuban.
Maybe I like Cubans.
Ooh, you're funny. He's funny. Ain't he funny, Clive? Clive don't talk. We're twins, but I was born first. He came out all yellow and black, but he's okay.
Ugh.
Sure.
Yeah, I know these horses. They ain't yours, but I like you, and I can give you 650 for 'em.
Oh.
I was told we could get up to $5,000 for them.
And I was told the moon was made of ladies' tears. Only it ain't true. Not one little bit.
But
I like you boys, but I ain't got more than 700 on me. You want it, or you want to ride them fellers into town, and maybe someone there'll hang you?
We're gonna need more than that.
I ain't got no more money, Pop. Here, take it or leave it. Uh-huh.
all right.
You goddamn fool, Marston.
Ain't no one round here got $5,000, boys, but nice meeting you. See you boys again, I hope. Come on, yeah. Close the gate, Clive.
Wow, they got screwed over.
Believed a yarn spun us by one of that Gray family, and imagined we was gonna be wonderfully rich. At the end of it, we felt like prize idiots.
They felt like prized idiots. Of course they did. Of course they did. Okay, what do we got? Oh, we have Trelawney here. We can do Trelawney or we can do Bill. Let's go to Trelawney since that came up first. Oh no. What did I do? No social club. Where's Trelawney?
Arthur! Are you busy, Arthur?
Why?
Well, I know you think I'm just some effete buffoon.
What?
A man of words and not of action. Hardly a man at all.
Well, I think you're as slippery as an eel in an oil slick, but still a man.
Because I think I've found something interesting.
Yeah?
Have you ever robbed a stagecoach?
No, never. I would have even thought. Of course I robbed a goddamn stagecoach. You know I have.
And what's the problem with stagecoaches?
The armed man attempting to put a bullet in your head?
Not quite. The odds. I mean, is it worth the robbing?
Sometimes.
I know. But, well, if you'd like to come with me, I can introduce you to a new best friend, and he's going to give you all the decent, robbable stagecoaches a hot-blooded degenerate could require.
Well, I could require a whole lot.
Okay, let's see what Mr. Trelawney has in store for us.
Where do we find this friend of yours?
I feel like this horse eats a lot.
Roads. Because what can possibly go wrong there?
Well, lead the way and we'll find out.
You sure seem to have got about around here.
You know me. I like to make friends in low places.
How the hell you end up down here anyway?
I could ask the same of you. I have a few commitments over this way. Some expenses to meet.
Expenses? What expenses? Gentlemen's canes and rabbits to pull out of hats?
Among other things, I had quite a nice little business going for a while. Shares in a gold mining company. Excellent returns for the investor of a certain financial standing. Until, well, that unfortunate run-in with the law.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Thanks for disappearing on us during that Sean business, by the way.
I'd done my part. Each to their strengths, dear boy. You know, you boys should really watch yourselves with those two families. This is a small town. People talk. I tried to mention it to Hosea, but you know how he is. Anyway, while they're off chasing their pot of Confederate gold hidden at the end of some rainbow, let me present you with something real.
So, where exactly are we going?
So that is
station.
interesting.
The clerk there, Alden.
Because
quite
Mr.
a
Trelawney does not
Here
think
we are. We can hitch up outside.
there is treasure
I'll
to
make
be
the
found
introductions,
here.
Arthur.
How interesting is that? Mr. Trelawney has a very different perspective.
I can't say I approve of this shirking behavior.
No man ever dies wishing he'd done more.
Come on. Hang back a bit and let me do the talking. We don't want to scare him off. Hello, Alden.
Hello, Josiah. How have you been?
Dandy. And you, friend?
Like I said, times are tough. My missus is a bad woman. Terrible woman.
They often are. But how's work, Alden?
Terrible. Wages got cut again. They reckon they just invented a new horseless carriage will be the end of us.
They've been saying that nonsense since they invented the wheel. The wickedness of bosses.
I know. My comrades here and I are greatly discouraged from the adequate fulfillment of our duty.
A discouraged man is no man at all, Alden. No man at all. My friend Arthur here has a present for you.
I have to pay him? Why would I pay him? This is the game of Trelawney that we are doing.
Ain't you kind, sir?
Call him Arthur. He's one of us, a fellow man of distinction.
Okay, well, this is perfect timing. I think you'll like this one, Josiah. It'll be coming south down the river road through Siltwater Strand.
Thank you, Alden. Thank you very much.
Oh, and Josiah, if you or Arthur are ever out Strawberry Way, ask for my colleague there, feller called Hector. He's also one of the, what did you call us again?
Discouraged men, Alden.
That's it, discouraged men. I like that.
Well, goodbye, Alden, or should I say, adieu.
Oh, adieu, Josiah.
He's such a goofball. You are such a goofball.
What the hell was that?
I thought you might like to see that pantomime.
Okay. So he is basically going to tell us
River Road through
what
Siltwater
coaches are worth
Strange.
robbing.
Okay, I think I know a good spot to wait. Follow me.
Let's go, girl.
Okay, let's go. This way.
Lead on, Mr. Trelawney. Hey, you went into me, not the other way around.
What did I tell you? Simple as can be. Seems a lot of the station workers are in on it these days.
But yes, I have some big news, my friend.
The unions are whipping them up.
I have a big
so they
announcement
want
to make.
something on the side. Like he said, there, Strawberry. Could create
After
a lot of
Trelawney
opportunities for a
stops
man
speaking,
in
I
your
will let
line
you
of
know.
work.
I ain't sure about going back to Strawberry after all that Micah business.
Didn't sound like you left anyone alive to recognize you, so I wouldn't worry too much, dear boy. All this trouble. You gentlemen are becoming quite the celebrities, aren't you? Soon you'll be on the front of a dime novel. And dead, of course.
We're hoping to be long gone before that. Dutch has a plan.
If anything goes wrong, let's meet back here at this crossroad, okay?
All right.
So my big announcement is this. I have been working out really hard. I have been working out on my butt. I have been making it very tight and firm. And very soon I'm going to stop playing video games altogether. And I'm just going to paint my ass. That is going to be the entirety of my content.
Okay. This should do.
Sure.
I'm just kidding, of course.
I'm hoping we won't need those.
Better safe than sorry. So what
Oh,
do
that
you
gun
think?
looks
Well,
dirty. I need
according
to clean it.
this, the loot is located in a strong box, which is in the back. I'll put on a little performance, and you can scurry around, open the strongbox, and relieve them of their goodies.
And how do I open the strongbox without threatening someone to open it for me?
This should work.
Oh!
And I can do this silently?
Well, I'm hoping complete silence won't be necessary. But you're going to wish you had your earplugs. This is Damson. Oh, very good, Alden, very good. Of course, if anything goes wrong, you can wave your guns around like you normally do. Hold tight. They'll be here soon.
A lock breaker, ladies and gentlemen. That's something that's very good. We just picked up a good old-fashioned lock breaker.
And please leave that gun in its holster for once. I'll ride ahead and get the coach to stop. You hang back. Don't let them spot you or you'll scupper the whole thing.
Worry not. I'm just gonna go nice and slow.
I hope you don't mind my singing.
Not at all.
I'm prepared.
It's a free country.
Did you say a show?
It's a small benefit. Blackwater. Just
Mrs. Chester Danson.
This is going to be interesting.
I'm flattered.
Now stop the coach, my good man.
Easy now.
Okay. Let's get off the road. I think we are too far away. Now remember, ladies and gentlemen, humans cannot see if another human is crouched. If you crouch, you become invisible.
I'm looking for him. Miss Damson, you owe it to West Elizabeth.
Okay, so the guard is still there. The guard. Right? How am I gonna do this? It says loot the strong box without being detected. The fuck? Oh, there are two guards. Okay, he is leaving. So I imagine I have a short amount of time to get this done. We're going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get it done. You're not going to see us nor hear us. Okay, break. Money pile, nice.
My good man, they're perfectly safe.
Can we go, please? I got a train to
Okay.
I want you to be quiet, you horrible little man.
Hopefully they will not notice that the back is open. Okay, we did it.
Might I have your card? The event is on the 23rd of this month.
Now we just have to wait for the stagecoach to leave, and then we can go over there.
Sorry, gentlemen, for the interruption. Farewell.
Look at that. We did a robbery. We didn't have to kill anybody. Trelawney, good job. Good job, Mr. Trelawney. What do you think of that, Zara? Yes. Very good.
A little finesse for once. Well done, sir. Well done.
It was easy. You did all the work.
Teamwork, my dear boy. Teamwork.
Here you go.
Thank you. Oh, jolly good. Go see Alden from time to time. See you soon, Arthur.
So now we can do stagecoach quests. Or missions, rather.
Let's go, girl.
Okay. I'm gonna focus on the story tonight. And then we will do some hunts. Bill Williamson. Oh, who is this? Albert Mason is over here. I feel like doing another Albert Mason quest. Oh, you know what I do need to do? I need to go back to Valentine. Preferably during the day. Yeah, actually, I need to check my inventory. But I was like, did I mail that fish? I hope I did. Yeah, I mailed it. I need to go to Valentine. Because we have to do the... I need to get there before sunset. So we have to go back to continue the gunslinger stranger mission. We have to go back to Valentine and speak with Mr. Leonard. He should be there. Or someone should be there. And I keep forgetting to do that. So we're going to do that right now. We have a nice little long ride. We can have a nice conversation, my friend. Oh, fuck. Where's my Evans repeater? There we go. What the fuck gun is equipped? Damn it. God damn it. Ride, horsey, ride. How did that get equipped? Goddamn O'Driscolls. Trying to get away from me? You were trying to get away from me, you sons of bitches. Where you going? They tried to bushwhack us. I do not accept any bushwhacking, ladies and gentlemen. None. None whatsoever. That genuinely pissed me off. But if you notice, our horse has much better health. That is because this is a better horse than the last one. And our health is also increasing quite a bit. And that is because we are doing a really good job leveling up Arthur. My horse is hungry again. That is what happens if you have a very large horse. It can also stop in the stable and get some things. Oh, I can check to see if the Litchfield repeater is available. I really want the Litchfield repeater. Repeater. That is one of the best ones. Best repeaters in the game. Oh, my horse is getting tired. Damn it. I just want to get there before the sun sets. Oh, I was under the impression the woman's being taken in by bounty hunters. So you see, I took a hit there on my honor because I did not rescue the woman. How interesting. I honestly thought she was being taken in by bounty hunters. Well, fuck me, I guess. Oh, okay. I have something else I want to speak to you about. I'm very excited. I finally got to watch the Super Mario Brothers movie. And here's what I will say about it. I loved it. Oh, I had an absolute blast watching the Super Mario Brothers movie. It was fun. The animation was really well done. It was a beautiful movie. I loved that it had so many Super Mario Easter eggs from the history of Mario. It was just fantastic. I think one of my favorite scenes is, Bowser sitting at the piano. He sings a song, and it was just such a funny scene. That got a really, big laugh out of me. That scene was just really good. I liked everybody. I liked Donkey Kong. I liked Peach. I liked Luigi quite a bit. Luigi was really funny. It was really good. It was really well done. They made a really good movie, in my opinion. I would not spoil it. I liked Bowser. There was nobody in it that I did not like. So my hope for a Legend of Zelda movie is not lost. But if I were to do a Legend of Zelda movie, and this might anger some people, I would make Breath of the Wild into a movie. Just because I think Breath of the Wild is one of the more cinematic games. I think it would just adapt itself to the screen really well. It feels like a movie at times. Okay, we saw him at the saloon. I have to find the right saloon. I think it was this one. No. Yes, this one. No, it was not this one. I have to find the right saloon. Could it be here? No, not here. I need to go to this. Oh, there it is.
Pretty nice out, huh?
I went way too far over. It's this one.
Another one. And what do you want?
Can I get something to eat?
Hey, weren't you with those
Yep,
fellas
here we go.
when all that hell broke loose with Cornwall a while back?
No.
If it comes back up, don't come crying to me.
Oh, why did that not trigger the quest? Am I in the wrong place?
Someone gonna help a fella out. Hey, watch it. Somebody, please.
Hey, mister.
Or maybe that... I thought you just go back there and you speak with him and it'll then lead you to the next part of the quest. I guess we'll have to wait. Well, let's see. I want to see if the literal repeater is available.
Wow, been a while since you've been back, hasn't it? What can I do for you?
Let's have a look.
This guy's just fine with us killing the whole town, by the way. Springfield rifle. Ow. Where's the Litchfield repeater? Oh, god damn it, it's still blocked.
I do quite a lot of blacksmith work in here, too. Don't mind the clutter.
Well, I might as well buy some ammunition while I am here.
Yeah? Good, good.
What else is there? What else can we buy? That is a letdown, ladies and gentlemen.
You need anything else, let me know.
I need to figure out how to progress the Boy Calloway quest. I'm doing something wrong.
Girl?
Okay, this horse requires way too much food.
What did I do to you? You want to make an enemy?
Let's take him in here. I've taken the horse to the shop.
Hey, good-looking horse there. I'm happy to stable that for you.
American Standard Bred. $400. The thing is, I am going to be buying a really nice horse. I just need something good until then. Until it becomes available. So let's go with this one. Gonna call it Jim. What should I name this new horse? I have no idea if it was a girl or a boy either. No. I'm gonna call him Andy. After my dog.
Yep, that's a good breed there.
Alright. Let me buy a whole bunch of horse stuff.
Come back soon. That's a good horse.
Okay. That's fine. But you notice how we started to make more money? And we have more money to work with? Okay, we can go to Albert Mason while we're here. Oh, I think this might be the last quest we have with Albert Mason. Before he departs from the game and our lives forever.
Justice will be served
Oh, a
in this
hanging.
town today.
A public hanging, ladies and gentlemen.
You took 3 innocent lives, and for that, the law demands that you shall pay with your own.
Look at that, a public hanging.
Do you have any last words before you meet your judgment?
Give him hell.
Oh! Oh, we missed!
We will not detract in our community. Justice prevail today.
Don't you look at him, boy. Just run home.
God damn. Nothing like a public hanging. Should I tell you how we punish the Diyavade here? Confinement. Yes, confinement for a period of time. Or indefinite confinement if you have done something terrible like murder. The 2 worst crimes you can kind of commit here in the Diyavade society are murder and murder and some type of sexual assault would be like at the top for evil and get you put in prison for a very long time. Our prison, confinement. And it is not something that you want. You just end up in a very small box and they barely feed you. You pretty much starve the whole time. Ugh. Where the fuck is he? I'm going to go up. I think I need to go up. There we go. He should be around here somewhere. Where is this son of a bitch taking his pictures? There he is.
Yes.
Mr. Mason,
Oh, Mr. Morgan.
you want to be careful up here. Land is real treacherous.
Sure.
Real treacherous. I've been here before.
Have you?
Yes. Funny how things turn out. Never quite how you expect, is it?
No, I don't suppose it is.
What you shooting?
Eagles. You know, the images, they really are beautiful. All thanks to you. I'd be some poor creature's bad meal by now, many times over, but
absolutely. That is absolutely 100% true.
From the cliff edge.
I'm trying to get an eagle. There.
Yeah, they're beautiful. But unlike you, they can fly.
Too true. You really must think I'm a buffoon, don't you? You think I'm such a dimwit I'd just slip off the edge of a cliff?
No, but...
Get away from the edge.
I'm dense, but not that dense. This area is quite safe. Quite.
Oh, you idiot. Andy died.
Damn!
You're right. I am that much of a buffoon. Give me a hand, please. Put me out of my misery.
Come here.
Oh, dear. Oh, thank you. You know what? Bugger the eagles, I'm going home. You know, I really did get some amazing pictures, thanks to you. And somehow, I haven't quite broken my neck.
You take care.
And you too, sir.
Farewell, Albert Mason. I like Albert Mason quite a bit. I think he's a nice character. He just wants to take some pictures. Okay.
Boy.
Oh, we have a boy. Andy, named after my dog. I love my dog very much. Zara likes my dog too.
Although, as we both know, I'm the one who needs it.
You know, Zara does not have a dog. And so I feel like Andy is kind of her dog too, if that makes any sense. Because she always comes over, you know, she plays with him. She spends a lot of time with Andy. We all do. He's basically, the royal hound here. He is very loved. Oh, we have a bounty. Let's go do a bounty. I want to do a bounty, and I want to do a legendary fish tonight. And I still have that bison on the back of the horse. That bison hide. What am I doing with that? Eventually it'll just go away. But yeah, Zara loves Andy. And he is a really good dog.
Yep.
He is just like me. It is very strange how he has adopted my personality. For instance, we go to bed at the same time, and we wake up at the same time, and we even eat at the same time. We eat at the same time, but he has. So like when I'm not on screen, on your screens, I am much quieter. As I spoke, I'm an introverted type person. And my dog is quite introverted. He's very quiet. He just, when he wants to be pet, he comes up. It is the funniest thing. When he wants to be pet or he wants some type of attention, he boops you with his snout. And he has a fairly large face. He is a big dog. He's about 100 pounds. And he boops you with his snout. He always does that, like boop. And it's so cute. And of course, like, oh, Andy, you want attention? And so I will tell you how I got him. He came from a family of Diyavade that were not treating him right. Now, I know that I have said that the dogs are sacred animals, and they are. They are definitely considered sacred. But that does not mean that every Diyavade should have a dog, because this family had really no idea how to treat a dog. He was not eating well. He was not being trained at all. When I got the dog, he had no. When I got Andy, he had no idea how to do anything. He did not know how to sit. He did not know how to wait. He did not know how to shake, speak. He did not know how to hunt. He can track. Like I taught him how to scent. He can scent for me, and he didn't know any of this. So they were not taking advantage of him. But they were also like, he would bark because like he was hungry at times. They just leave him outside in the cold, and it is extremely cold here in the Valley of Darkness. So that is not right. So basically, it was decided that Andy would be removed from their home, and I said I would take him because I met him, and he basically I got on my knees, not on my knees, but crouched down, and he kind of nestled up to me, and then he just rolled over on his side, and they said that he was the first. I was the first person he ever did that with, when they were looking for new potential owners. And I feel like he picked me. I feel like Andy picked me to be his owner. Because I think he knew he was in a bad situation with that other family. And I love the dog. I've had him for, 9 years now. And he's very happy and healthy, and I think it worked out really well.
Wish they give us a pour of whiskey. You ain't a tourist.
I will never forget the day that I got him. I'll never forget it. It was a really special moment in my life. Okay, let's see. Bounty. Joshua Brown, ladies and gentlemen. The notorious Judas, wanted for unlawful killings. Okay, let's catch this son of a bitch.
Of an old mine up in the Big Valley Mountains. But you might want to leave that one on the wall. Stay safe out there.
I got this. I will kill him. Oh, something is blinking. Oh, the stagecoach. That's right. We can get stagecoach information from I forgot his name, Hector. About, robbing stagecoaches. And we're going the wrong way.
There we go.
Oh, I like this horse much better. This one can actually turn. That other horse was just too friggin' big. What I need to do is I need to make some investments into the gang, the camp. I definitely need to do that. Basically, there will come a point when you are no longer able to upgrade your camp, and I forget which chapter it is, but you basically, once you get there, you want to have a fully upgraded camp by that point. If that is one of your goals. If you're trying to get 100% on this game, know that there is only a certain amount of time that you have to upgrade the camp before it is no longer upgradable. And I mean that the game will not allow you to upgrade it any further, because basically something happens in the story, and it kind of, messes things up for everybody. Okay. So they said he was in the mine. This is a house. How can you be at a house?
Well, what's eating you, partner?
Eating me?
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'll dry up.
What the hell is...
See,
Oh, this is a stranger.
Hey, can I ask you a strange question? I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but I'm on the level.
I don't have a clue what you just said.
Well, I'm sorry, sport. There's these funny rock carvings. They look a bit like this.
Okay.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I sort of like really badly have to find all of them. Now, it's sort of a puzzle thing to me. I know, it sounds ridiculous, but I'm on the up and up, and it's really important.
Little rock carvings.
Yeah, exactly, little rock carvings.
What do you want to do with them?
Well, it's sort of very complicated, and you'll think I'm jazzed if I tell you.
You're what?
Drunk?
Are you?
No, I wish. No, I'm, lost. It's a long story. Can you find the carvings?
I have no idea.
Well, I sort of need them. Hey, listen, if you find them, I'll pay you handsomely. Send me details, if you can. Here's my card.
And if I can't?
Well, I'm sure you can, sport. I'm sure you can. Francis Sinclair.
Arthur Morgan.
Pleasure.
I don't understand. Why do you need these things?
Well, I told you. If I told you, you'd think I was on the hooch.
What?
I'm gonna have a lie down. I don't feel very well. And neither would you. But, hey, what harm could it do?
That is one quest I have never done. I just never felt like it. It's kind of like the dinosaur bones. It's like, fuck it. I need to find dinosaur bones? Ugh. No interest in that. Sometimes I like, sometimes I get involved in those, like, those quests where you have to find a certain number of things. Like, the only one that I got extremely, like, overly, like, invested in was the Korok seeds in Breath of the Wild. I found there was 1,000 of them. I found on my own like 993. All by myself. I did it. I found 993. Spent hours and hours looking for those final 7, and then I gave up. And because I just could never find them. Even with the mask, eventually, this is before the DLC where you got the Korok mask that came out. Oh, I visited legendary animal territory? Oh shit, I know what I'm doing right now. Oh, maybe we should do it late. Well, he is here now, so the animal is here. What are we hunting? Oh. Is that an elk or a legendary buck? I think that is the buck. Oh, a turkey. Okay, so we are in legendary animal and territory. It is raining like a sumbitch out here. I really want to do the what is it called? I should be able to get this. Why am I not seeing anything? Sometimes they spawn and then they despawn. If you, for instance, run across them by accident. But I do not think that has happened. Come on. Has to be here somewhere. I remember we are looking for the little yellow, like, plumes. The little yellow plumes are around here somewhere. We will find it, ladies and gentlemen. How interesting. I'm not finding any. Nothing. Wow. Absolutely nothing. I have poor Arthur out here in the rain, looking for plumes of yellow smoke. And unfortunately, we're not finding anything. Aha! We got it. Finally. Fucking finally. I feel like this took too long. Okay, what do we have here? We have fur, ladies and gentlemen. We have found some fur!
Got some ground.
Yes. Where'd it go? There, this way. So we are hunting the legendary buck, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully I can get this done in time so I can still complete the bounty poster. We should be able to. I see no reason why we should not be able to. Okay. Go over the thing. Damn it. I am now cold. My health call will drain faster. Well, unfortunately, I have a jacket on. How can I be cold?
Reckon I got a ways to go.
There it goes. I feel like it's sending me back. Okay, more dung.
Must be close.
Oh, we were ways off and now we are close. Wonderful. Okay. Does anybody see the buck? If you see the buck, there he is. I just saw him. I should be able to study him, right? Get down, Arthur! Damn it! Where did he go? There he is. I'm going to shoot him dead. Dead! See that? I called him, so he looked at me. That was a little trick. Oh, what the fuck? He was right next to us the whole time? Oh, maybe I killed the wrong thing. No, this is the legendary buck. And we're gonna get some prime venison to eat, my friends. Prime venison. And we got the legendary buck antler. We can turn that in and have the our fence to craft it. Gonna be very good. Okay. Oh no! Shit.
Come on, boy.
Oh, I did Master Hunter 2? Quick 3 perfect quality rabbit house? That has to be a mistake. That has to be a mistake. We have to see the trapper now. Because if we put him on the back, we're going to lose the pelt. Damn it. There is supposed to be a trapper here somewhere. He's over here. I know he is. I have to go over there, see if I can sell this. Because I think if we put a man on the back, is gonna get rid of the pelt. I do not want to get the pelt thrown away. I should have fucking did the bounty first and then come back. I should have done the bounty first and then come back. I figured, oh, well, I'm here now. And we saw there was a cougar in this area. And I know the trapper is here somewhere. I know for a fact he's supposed to be here. Where the fuck are you? Oh, this is annoying. The trapper is supposed to spawn over here. Why is this happening to me? Why? Can anyone explain why this is happening to me? Yeah, he's supposed to be right over there. Okay, we're going for a ride. We go all the way over here now. Unless there's another trapper. There should be a third trapper. Nope. We are shit out of luck, my friends. But hopefully we can do the bounty anyway. But I'm pretty sure if I put the guy on the back of my horse, it will force me to get rid of my hide that I just got, the pelt. And I do not want to do that. That's what she said. You have to love a little naughty joke every now and then, a dirty joke. Oh, I cannot wait till Friday. Yes, I will be doing a traditional monologue again. Oh, I'm going to be doing some dirty jokes on Friday. Oh, you can believe that. Should I get a little taste? No. Something to whet the appetite? Oh no, we don't know what that is. Okay, so we are riding now to the trapper. It's really fucking annoying. So we have to go all the way back so we can do that. Hopefully it'll still be available. Goddamn.
I know you're close.
I fucked up.
I feel you tickling my britches.
There's some strange characters in this game, ladies and gentlemen. There's some very strange characters in this game. Now, I brought up not too long ago, I said that Red Dead Redemption 2 is an open world game. But I also said that I am not sure if Elden Ring is an open world game. And let me explain to you what I mean. Do you see how I am able to run or ride from one end of the map to the other? There is pretty much nothing on this map that is closed off with the exception of the area of Blackwater. And there's a reason for it. Now, Elden Ring, so if you were to just pick up that game, let us say you wanted to start at Lendel Royal Capital. It is possible, it is not possible to do that. You actually have to clear Stormvale Castle first. And then you have to go through Lernia of the Lakes. You have to go all the way up through the mines. And then you can get to Lendel Royal Capital. So you do not have the freedom in Elden Ring to really go where you please. Because the game is tiered. The levels are tiered. So let us say, for whatever reason, you wanted to start in Caelid. Well, unless you are an extremely good player, at a low level, you're going to have a very hard time in Caelid because I think you have to be somewhere between, it is recommended for you to be somewhere between, I think, you know, oh god, I forget. But basically at least level 50. You know, if you're not, if you are under level 50 in Caelid, you're going to have a miserable time, my friends. So this is what I mean when I say I am not sure if Elden Ring is an open world game, and it's because of this tiered system that it has. What am I doing? There's a goddamn railroad in the way. And I need to get around this fucking thing. Oh, I can't go through. Damn it. Oh, we broke it. I had to park the railroad here, did they not? See if I can go around.
Who needs a ride?
I wish you would just get out of the fucking way. Fucking train. So, this is what I mean when I say I am not sure. And you know, think about Dark Souls 3. That is definitely not an open world game. But Elden Ring follows a similar path in that there are areas that you should tackle first. You definitely have, you know, unless you're able to, you know, really compete with high level opponents. When you are low level, extremely under leveled, you know, you really do not have that freedom to say, oh, I want to start at Caelid, or oh, I want to start at Lendel Royal Capital. If you think about Breath of the Wild, once you get through the Great Plateau, which is basically the training area, you can go wherever the fuck you want. You can tackle the divine beasts in any order that you want to. It does not force you into that box. And I think that is what the essence of an open world game should be. You are in control to go where you want to go and do what you want to do. Now, Red Dead Redemption 2 has that. As you can see, I am pretty much doing what I want to do. And I am also progressing the story in the way that I want to progress it. I am doing, you know, I'm doing all the missions, but I'm doing them in the order that I choose. So I think that that is something that makes it really interesting. Now, I am not knocking Elden Ring at all. I think it is one of the best From Software games ever. I think that it is a great video game, period. I think it is an amazing game. But I just have this question of, it is, you know, it is sold as an open world game. And it does not, to me, as someone who has played a lot of open world games, it does not feel like an open world game to me. Does that make sense? Like, here's the thing. At times, Dark Souls 3 feels like an open world game. It is obviously not an open world game because of how linear it is. But it creates that sense because of how interconnected the levels are. And Elden Ring, does not have that interconnectedness. Everything feels like, separate. You go Limgrave, you're recommended 1 through, I think, 30 for your level. Then you go to Learning of the Lakes, it's like 30 through 60. And then Caelid, like 60 through 80 or whatever. And everything is, kind of separated as you go through the game. And there is absolutely a right way to go through Elden Ring. And unless you are, a master, at that game, which if you pick it up for the first time, I doubt you will be. I played Elden Ring 4 times, and I'm still not good enough to just do like a level 1 run, which is nothing wrong with that. It's just, some gamers are, able to do these crazy challenges, and I am not. But maybe one night I will be able to. But that is neither here nor there. So again, I think the tiered system of Elden Ring kind of hurts it and prevents it from feeling like an open world game at times. But here is the thing. You are free, once you get to a certain point, to tackle the game in kind of your own way. If you think about it, Caelid is kind of optional. There's nothing that says you have to do Caelid. I definitely recommend you do Caelid because it is really challenging but really fun.
So, what do you have for me?
Okay, I have some good stuff for you, my friend. I have for you a poor bison pelt and a legendary buck pelt. Okay. The horse is shaking. Okay, now, hopefully, I'm willing to bet it is gone. Nope, it's still here. Okay, now we have to ride all the way back, my friends. And that's what we're going to do. So we can do that bounty.
Thank you.
And then we're going to go for a legendary fish.
Yeah.
But, I love open world games. I really do. They are some of my favorite games, open world games. And one thing that I love about open world games is really the freedom that they give you to tackle the game in the way that you want to. And that, I think, is why, for me, open world games have longevity. Because I often, I've played Breath of the Wild many times, and I always do it a little bit differently, Arthur needs to eat. What can he have? He can have some baked beans. So I always, feel like to tackle it. And every time I play this game, this will be my 3rd time playing it, I've always done it a little bit different. Like, one of the things that I like doing is, right now, I'm just focusing on, stranger missions, the main missions, and some side objectives. But, when I first kind of played this game, I did a lot of exploring. I really did, and found a whole bunch of really unique and interesting things. But it definitely, gives you the freedom to do that. I feel like, I am kind of, you are missing out on a lot of content with the way I am playing it. However, I think it might be kind of boring to watch me kind of just run around this world, collecting, all that stuff, like the cards, and the, doing the dinosaur bones, and now we found the geoglyphs, maybe I can do that. I think it'd be kind of boring. Because I want this to be, like, a little bit more fast-paced. What am I doing? Because you also have to understand, I am streaming this game, and I have, I think 60 to 70 hours of story to get through. So, I'm not trying to rush it, but I really want, and again, I want to stay focused on the story because of how good it is. I think, that is something that is really interesting to me. stay focused on the story. I think that'll make this playthrough kind of, unique. If I do that. And also, I also think, what else can I get out of this game? I've played it. And I think one of the things for me is, doing the story again, going through it again. Seeing things that I have forgotten. Those little pieces of the story that I just have forgotten. And that is what I think, what I'm getting out of it right now. But I do think, I will say Red Dead Redemption is definitely on my list of best games ever made. I absolutely love it. Okay, so that would be interesting. What are my all-time favorite games? Now, this is obviously a biased list. All lists are biased, my friends. So, but I just want to tell you what my favorite games are. I think we've done this before, but I'm going to go in a little more depth. It'll be a little bit more comprehensive. So I will speak about, what I love about the game and why you should play it if you have not. So the first game that I'm going to speak about. Oh, god damn it. I guess we can put a pin in that thought. Oh, god damn it. My horse is running away. Great. Fucking assholes. Yeah, I know. Dad! There was not much I could do there as soon as I became dismounted. Oh, son of a bitch. I do not believe it. This must have a bad connection. Oh, it just clicked off again. The damn audio. This mic must have a bad connection. Oh, that sucks. I bought a cable.
Yep.
I bet you the damn bounty is gone now, too. No, he's still there. Good. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, sometimes you can get bushwhacked in this game, and it sucks. Okay, so back to my favorite. No, I don't feel like doing that anymore because I'm angry. What else can I speak about? I know what I want to speak about. I love to write. It's something that I've done pretty much my whole life. It is actually a Diyavade kind of tradition. We always tell stories. If you think about it, there was a time when we did not have all this wonderful human technology. So all we had was, we had to come up with ways to entertain each other. So what did we do? We told stories. And the best storytellers could really get you involved in the story. One of the things that you try to do is create a mental image for the listener or the reader. And you want them to have those images in their minds so that they can just sort of connect with the story. And I think that stories, they can have many functions, but I think, they can teach us things, they can entertain us, they can make us laugh, they can, they can do a whole bunch of different things. They can scare us, they can actually move us. They can move us. They can make us feel emotions. Deep emotions. They can actually help us connect better to ourselves and each other. And And there are so many different ways to tell a story. And, you know, so the way that I've been telling them is I've been doing what is kind of called omniscient, right? You know, I have a, you know, it is narrated from an omniscient point of view. And it really, so you're really not with characters. Although, the one story that I did do, I wrote about myself. I actually have written a couple stories about myself. Oh, my horse is gonna start bucking me. Sorry, horsey, I overworked him. But one thing that I was definitely interested in doing is, when I started streaming, is I knew writing was going to be a part of it. I knew that from the very beginning. Come on, move, horsey. But the question was, what kind of writing was I going to do? And then it just hit me. You know, tell stories about your culture. Tell tales of the Diyavade. And that's where the title comes from. Tales of the Diyavade. And then I thought, oh, that, you know, that would be interesting. But would it work? You know, would there be humans who are interested in my stories about my culture? And so what I have done is, you know, I have collected. God damn this horse! Why does he keep stopping? I have collected stories, you know, done the research, and what I always do is I always put my own little twist on them. But you know, these are stories that if you're a Diyavade, you already know most of them. Especially the ones that are, you know, sort of foundational. Like, everybody has heard an iteration of the sacred animal. Everyone has heard, every Diyavade. Every Diyavade has heard an iteration of the wretched animal. Every Diyavade has heard the tale of Lyndon and Mija. Sorry, I mispronounced the name there. Everyone has heard that story. And there are Diyavade alive today who know that I went out there and I saved the life of Sarah. And, you know, it is a true fact that I have the record for the longest time it has ever taken a Diyavade to complete the trials. That is a true fact. That story about what happened to me was true. All of it. And that was, you know, basically I wrote that from the perspective of Sarah. Because I felt like it needed to be told from her perspective. Because, I think, you know, her devotion to me and to being my friend is something that I really wanted to key in on. But also, I am limited by the rules, and I cannot necessarily tell you things. Oh, shit.
You better shut up that pretty mouth,
Hey!
or I'll shut it for
He's kidnapping a woman. Let me loot this body real quick. Where's the horse going? Okay, so this time we saved the woman, ladies and gentlemen.
Sir, please help me out of here.
I'm trying.
Thank the Lord you showed up when you did. Oh, the things he said he'd do to me.
It's all right, ma'am. It's over now.
Thank you.
Look at that. We just won some honor. No reward? Damn it. We did not procure a reward for ourselves, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, boy.
Damn it. Okay, I have 15 minutes left. I can get this done. I know I can. And I can get a fish caught in that time. much farther is it? Oh, he's still a ways off. God damn it. Hunting that that legendary buck really threw us off. I threw a wrench in all the gears, as they say. Yeah, Jesus. I want that bounty money, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, I swear, there is a third trapper, and let me see, let me show you. There is a third trapper, and he is supposed to be in here somewhere. He is supposed to be in here somewhere. I have no idea why he is not there. It's driving me nuts. That made us ride all the way to the other side of the fucking map for no freaking reason. Driving me nuts over here. Here, have a fucking apple. Oh, there's a red dot. Wonder what that is. Is this a bear? Yeah, it is a bear. Oh, calm down, horse. Just fucking ride. The horse is so stupid, he doesn't understand he's faster than a bear. All he has to do is ride away. Oh, there is a pig. All he has to do is just ride fast and away, and he'll be fine. Horse is stupid. He does not understand. Okay, here we go. We finally made it. Our bounty.
Okay there.
I'm taking my repeater with me. Alright, we found his camp. Oh, cutscene.
Dead end. You got nowhere to go, bounty hunter.
I ain't here to kill you.
Wouldn't matter if you were. There's only one way out of here, and that's through me.
Come easy. I'll say something to the law.
It ain't gonna be easy. You're gonna have to draw on me to get me out. You might have found me,
Oh, and I cannot
but
kill
you
him.
won't beat me, bounty hunter.
I have to take him in alive.
Damn bounty hunting son of a bitch! Damn you!
I remember this now. Aha! We got him. That was perfect.
Out of your hands now, mister. Let's tie up that shooting arm. Yeah, you don't mind, do you?
Oh, a gold pocket watch. Wonderful.
We're going for a walk. We're going back to Strawberry.
I shot him in the foot, ladies and gentlemen.
You shot me. You didn't even have the decency to do it right. You duel a man and you ought to put him down. Not knock him out and tie him up. You got no decency, bounty hunter. A man with a bullet in him, you talk a lot. You wouldn't have got me in my younger days. I would have put one in the middle of your eyes before you even blinked. Take a nap, old man.
You get a concussion. And you get a concussion. And you get a concussion. You all get concussions. that is basically how you bounty
I
hunt.
wish you'd killed me back there.
Okay.
A real man would have killed me.
Do you want another
A
concussion?
real man wouldn't tie me like this. A real man wouldn't take
Yeah.
me in. That's Big Josh.
Have another concussion.
Hey, he looks heavy. Can we take that bounty off of you?
Oh, great.
I can...
They're gonna come after us. Damn it, did it again. They're gonna come after us. They're gonna try and steal my bounty, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, here they come.
He's staying with me. You're gonna die, son.
Where are they? Where's the other one? You will die. I think I got them all. We are good.
We're turning back. I guess I'm all yours. I kind of regret not killing you.
Aha, you see that? Got them. Alright, now I just gotta turn this sumbitch in. And go fishing, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't deserve this. I deserve to go out with some damn honor.
No, you do not.
I live by the gun.
Die.
Let me die by it, damn it. I don't deserve to have to listen to this.
Have another concussion.
Come on now, giddy up.
All you other bounty men, you make me sick. You got no pride. Just coyotes fighting over someone else's kill. I bet you got a price on you too, somewhere. No one shoots like you do.
Well, he's not wrong, ladies and gentlemen. He is not wrong at all.
Here we are. Strawberry. I hear the shout.
Got Brown here.
Ah, Mr. Brown.
Come on now.
Make him comfortable downstairs.
Downstairs. Alright. Can you go a little bit faster, Arthur? Thank you. This one? Yeah. Into the cell he
Lock me
goes.
up. Forget about me. Now, leave me to my peace.
Should I just shoot him? You want sweet release? Here you go. Oh, look at the state of my poor gun. Oh, the condition is terrible. Oh, look at it. We need to clean that. This is a special gun that I made. Not that I made, that I had.
Those spares with you.
There we go. Yeah, now it looks much better, does it not? Oh, yeah, much better. Oh, you know, I should look at what are the. Hold on. Put the gun away. If we go up to the sheriff with a gun in our hand, he's gonna start shooting us.
Pays right here. You make you work for it?
He dueled me, so I'd say that's a yes. Honest of you.
$40, ladies and gentlemen. We made a whole $40.
Come on, boy.
Okay, what can we do now? Yes. I think there is a fishy in there. Wrong map. Wrong button. What am I doing here? What am I doing here? This is terrible. Yes. Look at that. What is that? Number 4. What is number 4? Rock bass. No. The smallmouth bass. We're going to go get ourselves a smallmouth bass, ladies and gentlemen. We're not actually going to do it. We're just going to go over there because I'm out of time. It is funny. I know not if you remember, but earlier in the game, I broke Micah. Arthur did broke Micah out of jail, and they ended up just shooting everybody. God damn it! Why would they make it like this? Why would the designers make this like? Oh, damn it! Move, you fucking assholes! Oh, another one. Get out of the way.
Need a ride?
No.
Get you there.
I'm a little bit grumpy tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Just a little bit. Yes. Okay, I'm going to end the game here. I'm going to say our farewells. Yeah, we can... Ooh. I do not want to save over someone else's save. That might be bad. We can yeah, let's do this one. He's British, of course. Okay. So now, green. Aha. Let me speak to you, ladies and gentlemen. Let me speak to you. Let me speak to you. Come closer. Come closer. We're going to have a conversation. I love you. Not like that, ladies and gentlemen. I love you. Now, are you a little bit odd? Huh? It's okay. You can tell me. Are you? It's just a little bit odd. We are all a little bit odd, are we not? Yes, so if you are a little bit odd, check out theoddgamers.com. Yes, Mr. Bad Wolf is odd. So at theoddgamers.com, you can check out all of the content from these wonderful creators. We even have new ones coming along. There are new odd gamers. So you can check out content from our fearless leader, Grey Day Gamers. You can check out content from the one and only Mr. Bad Wolf. There's Son Invader Gaming, who graciously made beautiful artwork for us over here on this channel. And that we have Evil Shrock there. We have Montenegro. I think that is how you pronounce his name. And we have Zelance 1993. Not to be confused with Zelance 1992. That guy was a jerk. But Zelance 1993 is pretty awesome. So, ladies and gentlemen, head on over to theoddgamers.com. And Zer, do you have anything to add before we head on out of here? Yes, she wants to give me an on-screen kiss. Okay. Okay, get ready. Zara and I are going to do a nice on-screen kiss. Okay. Here we go. Here she comes, ladies and gentlemen. She's coming on over.